Hello everyone, welcome back to Andrina's Creations. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to customize your own watercolor packaging. These came from Dollar Tree. This is the Jot brand. Today I'm going to be using Silhouette Studio. I already have a separate tutorial on how to do it using Microsoft Word. You're going to see how easy this is, and let's get started. Okay, the first thing you need to do is open up your software, and I do have Silhouette Studio Business Edition. Now, if you have Basic Edition or Designer Edition, your screen might look different than mine. I think I'm using version 4.4. If you don't have this software, you can go download it. The Basic Edition is free, and I have a whole separate tutorial on how to download this software for free. But I do highly recommend you getting this software and upgrading to Business Edition. First thing you need to do is set up your page. So when you go to page setup, that is the first icon on your right. You're going to click on it. So the first one that says page setup, your media size, we're going to be using 8x11 cardstock. So you need to put right here media size. It should usually is on 12x12. So right here media size, you're just going to click where it says 8x11 because that is the paper size that we are going to be using. You can see that my paper is white here because where it says transparency, I have it on 0. Some people have it all the way to 100, so they like to see the grid. I like mine's on 0%, and that is again in the page setup. The page setup icon has 3 different icons. So when you go where it says registration marks, you're going to click on that and you're going to turn them on. This is if you're doing a print and cut. You can cut this by hand, but if you already have the machine, you can just do a print and cut. Where it says thickness, I'm going to bring it up to bring my thickness darker. And that is all I'm going to do for now. Now you're going to do your template. So right here on your left, you have the shapes. So I'm going to grab the rectangle shape. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to make any size rectangle on my sheet. It doesn't matter the size. While it's selected, I'm going to go up here where it says width and height. On my height, I'm going to type 8.5 and enter, and right here my lock is unlocked. On my width, I'm going to type 1.75 and enter. Okay, I'm going to color this black for now so you can see it on the screen. Now I'm going to click on this rectangle. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to click where it says duplicate, and I'm going to bring that one to the side. How do you move it to the side? You see usually your cursor turns into a hand. That means you have something, your mouse over something, and you could easily move it. Now this one was selected. I'm going to go back to my width on top, and I'm going to click on 1 and enter. And on my height, I'm going to type 5.1 and enter. Okay, I'm going to color this one red so you can see it, what I'm doing. Now I'm going to bring this one right here to the front of that one. I'm going to click somewhere here around my screen. Just click here and drag my mouse to select them both. Okay, so on my left there's a panel, an icon that's called the modify panel. It looks like a rectangle in a circle, so that is called the modify panel. Sorry, before that, before you do this, sorry, you gotta go to the icon that says transform. Transform is like 3 lines, and it's just going to say transform. Right here it's going to say center, and on the second option that says center, that looks like a bullseye, I'm going to click on that, and it's going to center those rectangles together. Now we go to the modify panel, that is the square with the circle, and I'm going to click where it says subtract all. Okay, once I click on subtract all, I'm going to wait a couple of seconds. I'm going to click somewhere on my screen to unselect everything. I'm going to click on the red rectangle, and I'm going to click delete on my keyboard. So now we are left with this. Okay. If I went too fast, just go play back the video and do every step that I just told you. Now we are left with this. Now I want to fill this up with a background. You can easily go to Google and look up a background of your choice. I'm going to be looking for a pastel color background. So I'm just going to click on that. So I search pastel color background. I'm going to look for one that I like. I'm going to click on it. Because I do have business edition, I could right click and copy and paste it to Silhouette. If you don't have business edition, you're going to have to right click and save this to your computer, okay? So because I said I do have business edition, I'm going to right click, I'm going to copy, I'm going to go to Silhouette, I'm going to right click and paste. If you can't right click and paste, you're going to need to go to File, you need to go to Merge, and that's how you're going to bring in the image of your choice or background of your choice. Now, with this background, you need to make sure that your entire template in the back is covered, okay? So everything is covered. Now, I'm going to click somewhere on my screen, and I'm going to leave my mouse clicked, and then I'm going to drag my mouse to select everything. Then again, I'm going to go to the Modify panel, and I'm going to click where it says Crop. Okay, now that background was cropped into my template, and then from here you're going to insert the images of your choice. Again, you go to Google and you're going to look up any images of your choice. Make sure that anything you search says PNG, meaning that it is a transparent background image, and then you're just going to search up whatever you would like, and then when you click on the image it should have gray and white squares in the back. So right here I looked up clamshell PNG. I'm going to search for the one that I want. You're going to click on one. If it has white and gray squares in the back, that means it's a PNG. You need to save this to your computer. So you're going to right click, you're going to save it, and then once you save this image to your computer, you're going to go to File, you're going to go to Merge, and this is how you're going to bring in all your images. I'm going to bring in a mermaid image that I also bought from Mujka Clipart, and then I have it here saved in my computer. If you've never purchased from Mujka, she has beautiful clip arts, and I have a discount code down below. Anytime you purchase from her, you get an extra 20% off if you type in the code Andrina, capital ANDRINA. Once you click on your image, you're going to click on OK. Then you're going to click on your image. And then usually on an image it has like white little squares all around. I usually like to drag it from the corner ones, and then that's how you're going to size it. And you're going to place your images wherever you want. Now to type something here, you first need to click on the A on your left. Then you need to click the A on your right. You're going to select the font that you want to use. I'm going to be using the font Subway, and you could download free fonts from thefont.com, but make sure whenever you download any font that your software is completely closed. I have a different tutorial on how to download fonts from the font. So I'm going to click on Subway. I'm going to click anywhere on my screen, and then I'm going to start typing. Okay. Now I'm going to click somewhere else on my screen to get off the edit mode, and then I'm going to click on the font again. Right here you still have your icon from the A on your right selected. Right here you could center your font, and you also gonna go to the paint fill panel. Looks like a paint palette on your right, and from here you could select any color of your choice that they have here, or also they have a dropper right here in the paint fill. You could click on that dropper, and you could click on any color that you have in this background or the image that you brought in. Okay, so I'm going to click on this purple, and then that's that. And then I want to put a small offset on this, so you're gonna go to the offset panel. It looks like a double star on your right. I'm gonna click on it. I'm going to click where it says offset, And then right here it says distance. You could bring down your offset or up. I'm going to bring mine down a little bit. I'm going to go back to the paint fill and I'm going to color my offset white. Then I'm going to click right here, leave my mouse clicked, drag it to select my offset and my whatever I type. I'm going to right click and group this together. I'm going to go to the line style panel, the icon under the paint fill. It's like 3 lines. It's called the line style. I'm going to click there, and right here it has the color option. So I'm going to click there and I'm going to click right here on this rectangle that is like the no color, that is like a square with like lines going across. That means it's no color. Now this, I'm going to make it smaller and I'm going to place it right here. The reason why I went to line style and put no color, usually when you're typing, it usually has like a red outline, and I didn't want that, so that's why I went to my line style and put like no outline color. Alright. I'm gonna leave this like this. You're gonna decorate this however you want. It is your preference on the event or the whatever you're designing of the theme, okay? I just don't want to make this any longer, but you're gonna keep bringing in images how I showed you. File, merge, keep bringing in images, and you could type whatever you would like, okay? Now from here, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Now, if I go to cut this, the machine is going to want to cut out the words and the image. And I'm going to show you, if I go to the send panel, see, it's going to want everything that's red. That's what the machine is going to want to cut, the words and stuff. So I'm going to go back to design right here to the design panel. I'm going to click on my font. I'm going to hold down my shift key and I'm going to click everything that you added here, but do not click on your template. Click on everything besides your template, okay? So all I have is the words and the image, and that's all. I'm going to right click and I'm going to group it, okay? So I'm going to go back to my send panel and I'm going to make sure I click somewhere so nothing selected. I'm going to click on the word, and right here where it says no cut, I'm going to click on no cut. So now you see that the only thing that the machine is going to want to cut is the template. See? I'm going to go back to the design panel. I'm going to select everything here, drag your mouse over everything. I'm going to right click and now group everything together. I'm going to move this to the side and make sure this is not touching your registration marks, the black registration marks. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate. 4 should fit in 1 page. Okay, you see how that one is touching the black registration mark here. So I'm going to bring them down. Okay. Now you could go back to the send panel. And you see it's only going to want. Now, whatever's not, it's outside your registration marks right here, you're going to have to cut that out by hand, okay? Because you can't just leave 3, but to save ink or and paper, just print out 4, and this side right here, just cut that out by hand, this part. As long as it's cutting out the middle with the machine, you're good. Now here you're going to click on the material that you're going to be using. I'm using cardstock. I have my blade on 7. Force, I'm going to bring that down to 29. And then speed of 6. You're going to print this out. You're going to click on the icon right here that has a printer. You're going to click on there. I'm selected my printer. I'm using a Workforce 7710. I'm going to click where it says Preferences. I'm going to select document size is 8 by 11. Where it says paper type, I like to print on premium presentation paper matte. I'm going to click on OK, and then I'm going to print. Once I print, I'm going to put this cardstock on my mat, and then I'm going to click here to send it to cut. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, here it is printed. Remember not to touch your registration marks. And then I'm going to be using a Nicapa brand mat. You can use these for your silhouette, your cameo machines. You can find these on my Amazon. Check down the description box. I really like these. These are way sturdier. So all you need to do is to make sure to align your paper or cardstock. And this is just regular cardstock, 65 pound, I think. You could get it from anywhere, Amazon, Joann's, Michael's. So even I think even Walmart sells cardstock. So just align your cardstock to your mat. Okay. Once you press it down, you need to load this to your machine. You need to make sure you align it to the line. Make sure all your rollers are in the groove. Make sure your roller is locked. Okay. Make sure this is locked. Everything is good. And then just load it and then just click send on your computer. Okay, here's gonna how it's going to look after you cut it. Again, it doesn't have to be thick cardstock because you're just going to insert it in here. So all you gotta do is open up your package. This is the Jot brand. If you're using any other brand, then just let me know if you want me to do a separate tutorial for that one, because I'm not sure if they all measure the same. You just take that one off, and then you're just going to insert this one there. Then you're just going to close your package and you are all done. Okay, so here is another cute little party favor for your guests. If you're doing like a sip and paint party for kids or adults, you're just going to design it however you would like. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and comment down below any other videos you would like to see from me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe and click on the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload all my other next tutorials. Sorry. Also, if you don't follow me yet on Facebook and Instagram, it is Andrina's Creations. And if you don't have no social media, you can easily email me at andrinascreations@yahoo.com. Okay, thank you for your blessings. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Thank you, and bye bye.